This week we have a full moon at 5 degrees of Leo, and Uranus, the Great Awakener, is turning back to direct motion. All of this, an empowered moment and more, in my weekly intuitive energy forecast for the week of Monday, January 22nd through Sunday, January 28th, 2024. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, my name is Colleen Lemma. I'm a starseed astrologer and spiritual messenger from sacredsoulempowerment.com. And for this week's weekly reading, we're going to be using the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti for the main message for the collective. Your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck by Izzy Ivy. So before we get into looking at our stones of choice for that special message card or what the astrology holds for the week ahead, let's go ahead and settle in and do an empowered moment. So if you take a deep breath, relax your body, clear your mind of all thoughts, close your eyes if they're not already. And make sure that your feet are firmly planted on the floor, if you can, with your arms and legs uncrossed. Take in another deep breath, allowing your body to be at peace. Find your sense of balance within. Visualizing, sensing, seeing, feeling, or just knowing that you're surrounded in this beautiful, unconditionally loving golden white light of God, Source, Energy, Creator, all that is. And as you feel that essence, you feel that protection and that guiding golden white light all around you, set an intention and take in a deep breath, breathing in that golden white light, breathing in that warmth and vitality into every cell of your body. And as you exhale, let go of all that your body, mind, and soul no longer needs. Focus your attention on the fact that we have a full moon in Leo this week. Full moons are about completion, endings, healing, releasing, letting go of what you no longer need to carry. Leo is about creative self-expression and leadership, shining your light, confidence, courage. So here we're bringing healing to our ego nature. We're bringing healing to our sense of self-confidence, courage, self-assuredness, an ability to take charge of our lives and roar like a lion. So anything within the ego, any thoughts or perceptions, any traumas or wounds to the ego part of our nature will be brought healing this week. We'll be able to release and let go, pull cords and transmute all that we no longer need to carry within ourselves so that we can shine our light to the fullest extent. So we can stand in our truth and in our confidence. So we can be the leader of our own lives. So breathe in that intention into every cell of your body. And as you exhale and in your own time, you can open your eyes, returning to this time and place and space, and getting ready to look at our stones of choice for this week. So our first stone of choice, this is a carnelian special intention pendant. This is raw carnelian, so it's not tumbled and polished, which is almost why it has that really deep, dark, almost a reddish color to it. It's a very vibrant orange stone, and this is wrapped in gold wire, and it's Reiki infused with the vibration of the number 3, the number of creativity and communication. The energy of Libra and Scorpio are infused into this one for harmony and merging of energies and partnerships. The activation of the sacral chakra for healthy sexuality and passion within all types of relationships. The energies of the water element for intuition and clear feeling or clairsentience. This one has infused into it the connection to goddess Pele, the goddess of passions and heart's desires. All right. Stone number 2 here. This one is a combination of beautiful apple aura quartz and purple aura quartz. So the apple aura quartz, the top of this, is going to relate to the heart chakra. The purple aura quartz on the bottom of this relates to the crown chakra. This is wrapped in silver wire. It's Reiki charged with the vibration of the number 9, number of unconditional love, compassion, and forgiveness, but also infused with the master number 33, number of Christ consciousness and master teacher energies. This one has the sign Pisces for connection to the universe and past lives, the sign of Aquarius for the ability to vocally transmit higher information and knowledge, the energies of the South and North Node to assist with severing the ties to the past and opening new doors to the future, especially in regards to relationship matters. Has infused into it Uranus for the connection to the God mind and other dimensions of time and space, the activation and balancing of the heart chakra for healing the emotional body and opening up to unconditional love, the activation and balancing of the crown chakra to open up to claircognizance and channeling abilities. The energies of Archangel Raphael infused into this to heal old pain, traumas, and soulmate relationships, and the energies of Archangel Raziel for alchemy and magic, and Archangel Metatron to connect with one's Akashic records. I know that's a mouthful for that one, but it's because it has both of those color vibrations to it. So the last stone of choice is going to be Dragon's Blood Jasper. Now, it's not this week, but on February 10th, we're going into the Chinese New Year of the Dragon. So I was inspired to pull out one of my Dragon Blood Jaspers. This one's wrapped in gold wire. Reiki infused with the qualities of the number 9 to open the heart chakra to universal love and dissolve all fears of the past. It also has infused into it the energy of the number 8, number of courage, inner strength, and standing in one's personal power and truth. This one has the energy of Libra in it to bring balance to the masculine and feminine energies within oneself. Activation and balancing of all of the chakras. Activation of the Kundalini energy. The energies of Archangel Michael for protection, releasing of lower energies, and moving forward on one's destiny path. And of course, it has connection to the mythical realm of the dragon energies, just in time for the Chinese New Year of the Dragon. So again, our stones of choice are the beautiful, passionate, creative, raw carnelian, the apple aura and purple aura quartz combination, and the Dragon's Blood Jasper. So as you think about those, let's talk about the astrology for the week. We've got quite a lot going on. We start on Tuesday, the 23rd of January, with Venus, planet that rules love and relationships, money and finances, and different forms of personal resources. She rules our values as well as how we value ourselves, and so self-worth. Now, Venus is moving out of fire sign Sagittarius and into earth sign Capricorn. She's going to be in Capricorn until February 16th. So she's going to be getting down to business, so to speak, because Capricorn is the business associated sign of the zodiac, right? It's about career, life purpose, life direction. It's about being one's own authority, having goals and ambitions, being practical and grounded. So in relationship matters, this might be more about business relationships than it is about personal and romantic relationships. If it is about personal and romantic relationships, again, she's going to be grounded, she's going to be practical, she's going to be conservative. She's, again, going to get down to business, so to speak, right? So she's going to just state it like it is. Now, in money and finances, Venus in Capricorn is willing to be persistent and determined and take the steps necessary and work little by little until it gets to where it wants to go. So this is about really working towards your goals, putting towards that like love energy, right? Because Venus rules love. So let's put that love energy out into what we're doing, out into our business and our life purpose. That's going to help to bring manifestation energies, because Capricorn is also a sign of the zodiac, an earth sign here that can bring in manifestation. So again, let's manifest our goals, our ambitions, and our aims. Now, when it comes to self-worth, I think Venus in Capricorn is going to be a little bit more confident, a little bit more courageous, a little bit more self-assured within herself, right? Because that's that Capricornian professional sort of energy that she's carrying. We're going to skip to Thursday the 25th. On Thursday the 25th of January, Mars, which is the planet of energy, action, and forward movement, is in Capricorn, practical Capricorn. And it's going to be in a difficult, challenging square aspect to Chiron, the wounded healer. Chiron brings up our past life wounds and traumas. Right now he is in Aries. He has been in Aries, so he's bringing up these wounds and traumas in regards to our self-confidence, self-identity, self-assertion, right? Our ability to be an individual and to be strong like the warrior, because Aries is the warrior. Now, Mars is the warrior too, but right now Mars is in grounded, practical Capricorn. So this is about being like the cautious warrior, the warrior that instead of being impulsive like Mars usually is, he's going to be more like thoughtful in a way, like thinking about the next move before he takes it. Now, with Mars squaring Chiron, there could be some inner frustrations coming up, some anger that's surfacing, some of those impatient energies that are coming up. And these, again, are some of the wounds regarding that Chiron that Mars is activating right now. Also on the same day, Thursday, this is when our full moon in Leo happens. It happens at 5 degrees of Leo. Leo, again, it rules the heart and the heart chakra and love and expression and creativity and shining one's light and leadership, taking charge, being the king or queen of your own destiny direction. This full moon is actually connecting to quite a few planets. It's going to oppose Pluto, which is the planet of power and transformation, death and rebirth. It's going to be in what's called an inconjunct connection to both Venus and Saturn. The inconjunct means that we have to make some adjustments to the energies, because the full moon in fire sign Leo is trying to work to develop some sort of a relationship with Venus in earth sign Capricorn and Saturn in water sign Pisces. So basically, if you think of all the elements, because even Pluto's in Aquarius, which is an air sign. So we've got the fire of Leo, the air of Aquarius where Pluto is. We've got the earth where Venus is. We've got the water where Saturn is. And we also have a challenging square connection to Jupiter, planet of blessings, abundance, prosperity, expansion. That's also in an earth sign Taurus. So we've got all these elements that are trying to get along, right? Fire is passion and inspiration, and it's just full of energy and vitality. And then we've got air that's fueling that fire. But then we've got the water and the earth, which, to them, it's like the fire and the air is more difficult to get along with, because earth wants to stabilize and earth wants to ground and water wants to nourish the earth so something grows, but they're a little bit more subdued. Water and earth are more of the feminine yin sort of energy, and the fire and the air are more of the masculine yang energy. So somehow we're putting all this together. It should be quite an interesting full moon, and we're going to see where all these elements land us. On Friday the 26th, we have Mercury, which is also in Capricorn. So we've got Mars in Capricorn, Venus just went into Capricorn on Tuesday this week, and Mercury is in Capricorn. Now, that is going to be in a challenging square aspect to Chiron and Aries. Just like Mars was challenging Chiron on Thursday, Mercury is challenging Chiron on Friday. And Mercury rules our thoughts, perceptions, ideas, and communications, how we communicate to other people. So this might bring in some difficult, challenging thought processes and perceptions that we're going through personally, and might have difficulty with communication with other people, as well as old wounds are being set off, buttons are being pushed, and people are feeling maybe a lack of self-assertion, a lack of self-confidence, a lack of self-identity, a lack of individuality, with all of this Capricornian energy swimming about. Also on Friday, we've got the sun, which is in Aquarius, and that's challenging Jupiter, planet of abundance and blessings, in Taurus. So the sun is how we shine our light, or how we're shining our light. And so right now it's shining its light through Aquarius, the sign of the humanitarian, the sign of our hopes and dreams and wishes for the future, the sign of group activity, that the group is greater than the individual in this case with Aquarius. And with this challenging square to Jupiter, Jupiter likes to make things bigger. It likes to exaggerate any difficulties. It also likes to exaggerate the blessings. But this is a square connection. This is a challenging connection. So we might find that judgments are expanded or exaggerated. We might find this kind of fixed nature of Aquarius and the fixed nature of Taurus, where Jupiter is, that these are kind of ingrained. So it's like if you have a certain thought, a certain perception, a certain belief system, a certain way of viewing something, it's going to be more difficult to see a different way, to see the bigger picture, to see things beyond where your perceptions are seeing them, basically, because Aquarius, where the sun is, and Taurus, where Jupiter is, are fixed, stubborn signs. Also on Friday, and this can be going into Saturday depending on what part of the world you're living in, but this is when Uranus, the Great Awakener, is turning back to direct motion at 19 degrees of Taurus. Uranus rules the future. Uranus rules the strange and unusual. Uranus rules the quick, sudden, and unexpected. Uranus rules redirection. Uranus rules change. It rules kind of a electrical energy, like visions coming out of the blue, insights coming out of the blue. Again, some sort of change or redirection that suddenly and out of nowhere comes in out of the blue. This because Uranus is stationed this week before it turns direct, and we might have even felt this last week as it was slowing down. It magnifies the energies of Uranus. And two of the big keywords and phrases that we haven't yet mentioned for Uranus is freedom and liberation. So as Uranus is at a standstill and turns back to direct motion, it's going to magnify this energy of liberation, freedom, change, redirection, right? And these unexpected, happenings. That's why with Uranus, we always say expect the unexpected. So you can expect the unexpected, and we never know what we're going to get with Uranus. So just kind of watch for the changes that come in. So on Saturday and Sunday, we finally have things, well, especially by Sunday, maybe not so much Saturday. I was going to say things start to even out a little bit because, we've got some challenging things going on throughout the week. Mars is challenging Chiron. Mercury is challenging Chiron. The Sun is challenging Jupiter. We've got a full moon, which increases our emotional sensitivity and emotional reactions. On Saturday, the 27th, Mercury, that rules the mental realm, is connecting with Mars, that rules the action realm. And they're both in Capricorn. So this can actually fuel communications and information and messages and insights, probably mostly related to career, life purpose, life path, work, goals, ambitions, because it's Capricorn. Then on Sunday, we've got Mercury in a positive connection to Uranus, and we've got Venus in Capricorn in a positive connection to Jupiter. So there's some easy, harmonious, flowing energies by the weekend. Mercury, again, communication, thoughts, ideas, connecting with the God mind, Uranus. So look for higher inspiration, look for downloads of information and insights and epiphanies and things just kind of coming in. And again, an influx of information and messages pouring in. Venus, which rules relationships and connections and money and finances, personal resources, in goal-oriented Capricorn, is in a positive trine connection also on Sunday to Jupiter, planet of expansion, growth, blessings, abundance, prosperity, in money sign Taurus. So we might actually have something in the realm of money and finances that's attached to business, career, really in a positive, harmonious light starting to flow in by Sunday. We're probably going to even start to feel it on Saturday. So that's a little bit about what's going on astrologically. Let's go ahead and see what our angels and guides have to say from the Tarot of Dreams. So let's turn over the first card here. Hey, the first card is Major Arcana 15. Major Arcana 15 is the Devil card. So this isn't to be scary or, overwhelming. This is just saying that wherever it is that we're at with our thoughts and perceptions, wherever our mind is at, we're kind of creating our own kind of imprisonment, right? This is like ruled by Capricorn. Capricorn rules third dimensional reality, those things that are tangible in our lives, our work, our health, our family, our living situation. And this could quite simply mean that we're feeling overwhelmed, that we're having a lot of anxiety and feeling overwhelmed. Now, the Devil card can also mean that we're feeling obstacles and challenge, or maybe feeling trapped or unsure, or just feeling like we're almost not able to move forward. But if you look, the symbology of the Devil card is always about a person either in chains, which the chains are not like closed, right? The chains usually are not necessarily attached to anything. They might look like they're chained, but they're not really. Just like this in this image of this tarot card, the person is inside of a cage, but if you look, the cage door is wide open. So this is basically meaning that we're trapping ourselves. Our mind is putting us in a not good place. We're thinking that there's no way out, or there's no way forward, or there's no solution, or there's no answer, and what am I going to do? And there's, no good way that I see out of my current situation, whatever that situation might be for you. And this again is saying that you can just free yourself. Talk about freedom and liberation of Uranus coming up later in this week on Friday, Saturday. You can liberate yourself, free yourself by just standing up, leaving the cage, throwing off the chains, and walking away from whatever it is. Now, maybe it's not an actual situation or circumstance, although it could be. Maybe this is just your own mind, right? I'm not good enough. I can't do that. It's too late for me. All of those negative mindsets and belief systems that we hold. And this again is saying free yourself of that, liberate yourself of that. I would say call in Archangel Michael. especially in the beginning part of this week with some of these more challenging energies. Call in Archangel Michael, maybe Saint Germain, whoever it is that you feel guided to come in, remove the cords, pull the cords, infuse, emerald green healing light. That's Archangel Raphael. Let's infuse some light into the situation. Let's bring healing to the situation. Let's find our courage and confidence and self-assuredness, right? Which is that Chiron wound that we're dealing with both Mars and Mercury challenging it this week. It's like stand up and say no more. I pull the cord to you, negative belief system. I pull the cord to you, negative emotion. No more negative thoughts or glass half empty. It's going to be glass half full all the way. And just again, liberate and free yourself from some of these lower, heavy, vibrating energies. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the next card. And the next card actually came out as 2 cards. So the first of those 2 cards, okay, so we've got the 5 of Cups here. Now, the 5 in numerology is chaos, confusion, delusion, illusion, uncertainty. This is in the realm of cups, so it's emotional uncertainty, right? It's emotional chaos and confusion. It's ruled by Mars and Scorpio, which can be about disempowerment energy. It can be about abuse or manipulation, secrets. Our warrior nature with Mars wants to move forward, but again, maybe we're feeling disempowered in some way. So here again, this woman is feeling disempowered, sad, confused, emotionally speaking, and she's not sure what to do. So this is where, again, we need to empower ourselves, right? We need to take back our power. This is Mars and Scorpio. Let's take back our power. Let's exude our power in the most powerful and beneficial way for us to be able to move out of this emotional state and into something lighter and brighter. Now let's see what card comes out with this card. Another 5. This is the 5 of Coins or the 5 of Pentacles. So again, confusion, illusion, delusion, chaos, uncertainty, but now it's in the realm of money, resources, finances, your gifts, your talents, the energy output that you're giving. This can be about work, career, all of those things that are, again, tangible earth plane, 3rd dimensional earth plane things. This is ruled by Mercury and Taurus. Now, Mercury is, again, thoughts, ideas, perceptions, belief systems, communications. It's in cautious, grounded, practical Taurus, which sometimes gets stuck in a rut. In this case, I'm going to say it gets stuck in a rut because it's the 5 of Coins. So here we're not expanding our vision to other possibilities and potentials. We got stuck in a rut. We're like stuck on one thing, one way, and maybe that way isn't working, or we don't see that way coming in the foreseeable future, but you're stuck on it. And you're thinking, oh, woe is me, and nothing's going to happen. And, this goes with the 5 of Cups, too. So we're feeling emotionally disempowered. Maybe we're feeling financially disempowered in some way, but we're feeling, again, stuck and limited here. And instead of that, let's create and manifest something new. Taurus is a manifestation sign, but we have to get out of the rut first. And we have to be able to look for the light. There's a little bit of light streaming into this window. So let's look for the potential, the possibilities, the other potentials, the other avenues that maybe we haven't thought of yet, right? And let's move towards that. So we need to find emotional empowerment, and we need to find other possibilities in order to move forward as far as, again, career, work, money, finance, business, whatever it might be. Don't get stuck in a box. Don't get stuck in a rut. Let's think outside that box, and let's look for something bigger and better. Now let's see what the last card is. Okay, thank goodness. We've got Major Arcana 17 and the Star card. I love the Star card because it's ruled by Aquarius. And Uranus, that's turning back to direct motion this week, rules Aquarius. they're kind of like the same energy, right? Uranus is the Great Awakener, change, freedom, liberation. Aquarius is change, freedom, liberation, independence. They're both about the future. So what is the future potential? You have to move away from the lower energies here, and let's move into hope. Really, the star card is about hope, right? Hope for the future. What is your dream and vision for the future? And allow the universe, right? The star card to me is connection to the God mind, just like Uranus is connection to the cosmos, the universal energies helping to guide you, to lead you to the next step. And look at the energy pouring out of these vessels. This is the rainbow energy. There are rainbows coming out there. Rainbows are symbols of hope. Rainbows are symbols of abundance and blessings. So the blessings, prosperity, abundance, the hope is just really flowing if you allow it and you let it. So again, rise above some of these lower energies, and even, right, this one, it's like these are the lower energies. We get caught in third dimensional ways of thinking and believing, and this is all there is, and this is the way it has to be. And the star card says, no, there's much more. It can be so much more. It is so much more, and you are so much more. So let the universal energies, and in its divine timing, because this does seem to indicate future, right? The star card is usually some future energy, even though time and space really don't exist. So what you're thinking and envisioning now is the future, right? But it's going to help to create the future at the same time. So let's put our energy towards the hope, towards our dreams and visions, towards this beautiful abundance and prosperity energy, the universal flow of energy from the universe that's assisting and guiding us. Okay, so we end on a good note. Let's take a look from the Beyond Lemuria deck to see what your special message card is depending on your stone of choice. The first stone of choice was the carnelian. So the raw carnelian stone, raw carnelian message. This one's calling my attention here in the middle. Water. This is the water element here, and it says the overflow. So water in an overflow could be too much emotions and getting into the anxiety and feeling overwhelmed and disempowered, right? So that's one way to look at this, but this is an inspiring, positive message, because if we look at it the other way, the overflow of water is intuition, and it's magic from the universe. It's the emotional body and the passion that we feel for ourselves and our lives and our mission, if you will. And it's just flowing, right? Water just flows. Water, it's hard to contain water. So if we allow the joy and the inspiration and the excitement and the positive anticipation to flow and to overflow, that's going to raise our vibration, and it's going to allow more and more blessings of different types of abundance and prosperity to flow into our lives. This also, like I said, can rule our intuition, our psychic abilities, our healing abilities, and there can be an overflow of that coming in. So if we get emotionally balanced, because water rules our emotions, if we get and stay emotionally balanced, then we can have this overflowing abundance of intuitive guidance coming in for us. I would say, get a divination deck if you don't already have one, maybe a tarot deck. Pull a card for the day. First you have to balance yourself. So first you have to get balanced and whatnot within yourself, do a little meditation, and then ask for a message. What's my daily message? What's the daily guidance for today? What do you want to tell me, angels and guides? And then pull a card and see what your guidance is, and let the intuition about it flow and just kind of come in. Be in the creative flow as well. And this is your message for the week. Let's put that back in the deck. And the next card is going to be for the Apple Aura, Purple Aura Quartz people. Give this a little shuffle. Special message for Apple Aura, Purple Aura Quartz. This one's calling my attention. Reclaim your energy. Well, that's a good card considering some of the earlier cards we had for this week, right? It's like maybe you've given your power away. Maybe your energy is being usurped. Maybe you're putting out too much time and effort and you're feeling tired and fatigued and overwhelmed and just not resourced anymore. So this is going to be a time, especially because we have a full moon this week, and full moons sometimes can zap and overwhelm our energies. So we want to reclaim your energy. We want to reclaim your power, reclaim your energy. Get extra rest if you need it. Be good to your body. Do stretches, do exercise, eat well. I love these little purple wings down here. There's a lot of purple actually. Obviously the sides of the card are purple, but there's purple wings and purple in the dress. And this is a higher vibrational crown chakra energy, right? So let that purple energy, let the higher vibration. In fact, they're saying Saint Germain uses his violet flame of light, the amethyst purple light, to transmute lower vibrational energies. So let's call in Saint Germain to utilize, surround you with this amethyst purple energy to transmute any lower vibrational energies. And even at the root chakra, is normally a red color, but it's about safety and security. A lot of times that's where the financial stuff comes in, is the root chakra. And again, we might be feeling overwhelmed or stuck in some way. So let's put purple wings down here. I know the root chakra is more like right here, but the purple wings are like to lift you up higher and into a higher energy vibration, okay? So reclaim your energy. Beautiful heart here, higher heart chakra with the purple energy around it here. Open your heart and take in that healing energy of the divine, of universe, of source. Let's put that back in the deck. And the last stone of choice is the Dragon's Blood Jasper. Special message for Dragon's Blood. Dragon's Blood Jasper, people. This one really wants to come out. This one says vulnerability, okay? So we're feeling a little vulnerable right now. We're feeling a little tender is the word that comes in right now. Emotionally tender. I can't think of the other word that I'm trying to think of. But it's interesting that this is like, it's like a cross between a snake and a dragon, right? We're going into the year of the Chinese dragon on February 10th. Dragons are powerful and protective and magical. And the snake is about transformation and death and rebirth. So put those energies together. And we've got some clear quartz crystal points here, magnifying that empowerment, magnifying that transformation. So we're moving away from vulnerability. Now, sometimes vulnerability can be a good thing, right? When you allow yourself to be vulnerable in a relationship, and maybe that's part of the message too. Be more vulnerable in your emotional relationships. But sometimes being overly vulnerable, especially when it comes to business and finances and even, some relationship matters, we want to empower ourselves and transform ourselves and go through this kind of magical, mystical transmutation of some of this lower energy of being vulnerable or emotionally sensitive or whatnot. Not that emotionally sensitive is a bad thing. It's not, right? That's where our intuition and our empathy and compassion comes in. But this is in the way of when your emotional buttons get pushed easily, or you take things personally and it's not about you, right? Because people are going through their own stuff. And that's what I mean by the vulnerability and sensitivity, maybe not being where you want to be. So allow the snake dragon here to transform you and empower you in this energy this week. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I send you all lots of love and light and much empowerment during this full moon in Leo. Namaste.